way to learn it. You gotta learn that shit all the way out and be able to give. Man, I was in a room with all these scholars, and they was talking about this subject of traveling. 15 different scholars said something. Each one, some repeated, some confirmed the other person's knowledge, the other person's account to it, historically wise. And this one brother just sitting there. And everybody's sitting there, gets the opportunity to say something, or you can pass. Or say, oh, I'm in agreement with this brother based upon. So then, this brother sitting there, and I didn't think it was possible to go deeper than what all them other brothers said. And he came so far from left field with some more knowledge that they missed based upon age, marriage, and other stipulations. And they all was like, yeah, the brother is right. And based upon his last statement, the brother got denied to travel. Because he had some more information. So that always let me know, out of all that, it's still some more information that can still be gathered. Because I thought if somebody would have asked me, if they would have stopped it right then somebody would ask me my opinion, and I'd agree with this brother.
Yeah.
Because they had covered everything and I knew.
Yeah.
This brother sitting over there, I'm talking, man, he eating grapes. He just waiting. He just waiting for the haymaker. Like, yeah. He looking at the brother like, brother, you might well unpack your bags. You ain't even go nowhere. Yeah. I'm finna drop the science, brother. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't even dropping the science with no arrogance. He's saying it to protect the brother from traveling at a time that he shouldn't be traveling. To protect his religion, to protect his dua, protect his prayer. He disseminated that knowledge not for arrogance, but for protection. And then the next year, that same brother came back and he was able to go because he fulfilled all the requirements. So now you go and you get all the blessings of what you was traveling for. So that still keeps me in the mindset of always sitting there listening. Most of the time I can be in the room and I pass a lot. I'm trying to, I go, like if I come ask somebody that question, if I come ask you a question, I mean, I'm dead serious. If I want the answer, I empty my whole entire cup and sip my cup right in front of you. Go ahead, tell me, fill it up with the information you got. Because if I come in with a full cup, I'm not getting nothing from you.
You're not getting the information. Yeah, you're only getting half.
I ain't getting nothing. My shit is to the top. You come in, you got 3 drops put in, and you not getting nothing.
Yeah.
So you live in this world of, I break it down these generations, man, of those in my generation who got caught up in the crack selling, weed selling drugs. Then the people that we were selling drugs to had kids.
Yeah.
And then those kids become lost, kind of. Then they have kids, and these kids are the prescription generation because they got all that chemical in their system from going back. Then they lost, so now crack baby, chemical generation. Now it's a generation of microwave. Everybody feel like they have a voice, but it's a generation of misinformation.
It's the age of the internet. People feel like whatever's on the internet is true.
It's in what's crazy is it's a generation of opinion. Like when I listen to people's podcasts, I listen to me, and I sometimes I be like, that shit wrong as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you got 200,000
Listen.
misguided motherfuckers that you fresh misguided.
Yeah.
Based upon nothing.
Opinion.
Like so you got people who got 1 million followers on Instagram, right? And people label them a comedian. Million followers, not a comedian. Okay, cool. One, how do I value that if I know that you can buy followers? How do I value that 1 million followers if I know that I can fucking purchase it? If I know that I can put together a budget and purchase 1 million followers, how do I draw value? How do I see 1 million followers and say that that's talent when I know that I can buy it?
Yeah.
Then on top of that, the same person, they dancing, just talking random bullshit. I'm talking about shit I'm talking about that no nutrition. But where did they get their voice from? Who gave it to them?
Mm-hmm.
The people who's listening.
Yeah.
So
it's all about perception now. I can get on Instagram and see that person that has 1 million followers and assume that because they have 1 million followers, they must know what the fuck they talking about. They must.
But they not talking about
they
shit.
don't. Exactly.
But here's my thing: is like you gain, and this is what I can see a problem in based on what you explaining to us. Is like, let's just say I gain a perspective based on a Richard Pryor.
Oh, that's a deep one.
In regards to a gentleman who I would say is there was no stone unturned. Not even to mention the storytelling and the things that you can get. I wouldn't even consider I got everything that there was to get. But there is there is food that I can get from there. There's knowledge, there's wisdom that I can get from a Richard Pryor. And take today's new social media comics who got 1 million followers. And all they doing is making 6-second videos. I'm not getting nothing of substance. I'm not getting anything to provoke thought. I'm not getting anything that enriches me or makes me feel at least like I'm becoming a better human being. What do you like? Where do you draw the line? Because I can't compare. I compare everybody to this. So when I'm listening to
you compare everybody that, but
the mass majority.
But this foolish group of people out here, they think. I'm talking about, let me tell you who should. The comics, we gonna survive because we know I've been through all this flash in the pan shit. But let me tell you who should be mad. Who should be mad are people who actually went to school for lighting and sound and engineering because they know shadows and angles and all this. So you just see people posting videos like they're professional doing this shit and they got clips and all this and they editing the movies and producing all that and they getting millions of followers and they shit is I'm talking about you see shadow, you like what the fuck? You like nigga the quality is horrible. So you gotta understand they don't even care about quality.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't even care. The masses don't even care about quality.
We just talked
God
about
damn
this.
Blue Star.
We just talked about
We got
this.
quality.
So you just wasting your time.
Yeah.
Y'all got all this shit for nothing when somebody just doing it on their phone. They got 1 million followers.
But this is the way I feel.
Even
Even with your style of
I
comedy,
ain't went to school for this. I learned this. I'm
you
learning.
you have a
We
following.
went to pawn shops. For this shit.
You have a following of people that fuck with comedy. They like jokes. They don't want to see a 6-second clip to make them laugh. They want to hear a well thought out written joke that's going to actually make them think.
I don't write jokes though.
Oh, you just get up on stage and just tell the truth, tell stories. You're a storyteller. Would you consider?
I don't write jokes.
I would say you're a storyteller, and we learn from listening to stories.
Right.
It's the information of what I've been through. So I don't consider myself a funny. When people say funny man, I'm like, who you talking to? Who you talking about?
In regards to the delivery, like it's thought, it's thought provoking. In regards to
I deliver the same way my grandfather delivered in front of his friends when he was telling the story.
Playing dominoes, drunk and shit.
I delivered the same way my aunt is like, nah, let me tell you what your mama did to this lady named Gwen, and it's the same delivery.
Just in front of more people.
And when you go back in history, those who sat and told stories, the story was funny sometimes. It's all combined. Even in Capoeira, the jungle, it's a story.
Mm-hmm.
It's things that people saying. Even if you being too rough in the fight, it's something to be saying that this person is being too rough. It's based upon what's being said in the story.
Right.
So even in hieroglyphics, some of the stuff is funny when you looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's crazy. That just happened right there. People don't even realize what's happening. You know?
Yeah.
Even sometimes the subliminal story. I'm always looking at the subliminal story. Like I was watching this movie called Spartacus. Watching Spartacus, and my man has something important to show you. So he's showing me this game, and so Spartacus is on my TV. So he's like, "What you watching?" I said, "No." I ain't even look back, man. I said Spartacus. He said, "It looked like you watching a gay poem."
Oh, because them niggas got on the fucking...
And I turned around, look on TV. This dude is bathing this other dude.
Oh, shit.
Like male subject shit. So
Yeah.
he's bathing him and he talking to him. And I'm start listening to the conversation between these niggas.
Mm.
I said, man, let me call you back. I'm listening to this shit and I'm listening to it, and nothing about what they were saying was registered in my mind. Everything was, this shit was subliminal. Because I'm looking at it like, you having this conversation bathing this nigga, man.
Yeah.
And motherfucker said, man, he asked that dude, he said, man, do you like oysters? And dude's like, yeah, I like oysters. He said, do you like snails? He's like, no, I don't like snails. He said, do you prefer... Well, he said, why? He said, because I don't like the taste. He's like, is it the fact that you don't like the taste of snails? Is it too slimy, or you just prefer the slime that's on oysters? He said, man, I don't like snails, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, would you eat oysters and snails? He was like, no, man, I just eat fucking oysters. Basically, he was like, I just eat oysters.
Yeah.
So now, me, listening,
Sound like he trying to hit him on the like.
and I'm like, so nigga, do you like, he basically like, you like women
or men?
or do you like men?
Yeah.
Would you lay with women and men?
Yeah.
Nigga like, nah, I just lay with
I just
women.
like,
nigga.
it's
I don't like shit about no goddamn
But
snail.
if a
Get
man
your
was
ass
there,
out of here.
yeah.
So, if I was a kid watching this,
You wouldn't understand.
Wouldn't have picked up on it.
but if I was a kid watching this, not even listening to what he's saying, fucking picture this dude bathing the motherfucker.
Yeah.
So is this shit normal or not normal? If I'm watching this as a child, do I perceive this as normal? And then I start to act upon this because this is normal? So that, am I made gay? Or because you was fucking watching this bullshit in front of me and you never was watching what you was watching in front of me, I thought that this was normal.
Yeah.
Because I'm a kid. So when your woman is sitting there watching all these love and hip hop shows that always have a gay superhero on there, and your baby's sitting there watching too, and then the choir director has a position in the church, and your baby's sitting there watching because you've been having him in here. He thinks that this is gay. Not that I'm born like this, nigga. This is you telling me that this is normal.
Yeah.
Because this is what your hairdresser is. This is who you have me around. And that's generational because it was not like that when I was growing up.
Yeah, no, that's very true. It's a direct correlation in the increase of homosexual men right now versus when our parents were our age?
Nah, bro.
Versus what's
Definitely
being
trying
fed
to tear
to
down a
people.
black man, bro.
No,
Because
it ain't about even the back. It ain't even about
Just
that's
a
the
man
thing.
in general.
it's just being
But I'm saying, as
normalized.
a black man,
It's being,
I look at it as a black man, but it's just saying gender.
Just
the
a
gender
man,
whole
yeah.
gender roles are trying to be switched, man.
So who's in the Navy? Mass majority of the people in the Navy are what?
A man,
No, really, we know that men, but what men?
black man.
No,
Gay
no,
men.
sir. No, sir. White men.
white.
I know.
In the
I
Navy.
don't know too many.
Mass
black men.
mass majority of the Navy is white men. And they, just like in prison, they give you this stuff in your drink called saltpeter. And so the Navy is always attributed to being gay. Even other military branches, like 140 soldiers go, Navy men go down, 70 couples come up. They always say all that fly shit. Because they never realize it's really not like that. They just have taken their drive for women out because they don't want them fucking the Navy women. So when you hear all this corny juvenile shit of these, because these are young people that people don't realize. It's a bunch of young people that people think that's role models. Yeah. Military people are fucking young people.
Yeah.
Football players are young
people.
fucking kids.
Yeah.
Basketball players are fucking young
Kids.
goddamn kids.
Yeah.
So you see this juvenile behavior of them posting naked military women, this and the third.
Yeah.
Because they still have the drive to want to fuck, but they can't get their dicks up because they being served something in their drink.
This guy
Just
told
the
me
same
that in
way,
the bar,
the
man.
same way in prison, the same way that they did the shit in the black neighborhoods, in the ghettos, growing up when I was a kid. In this orange soda, they put saltpeter in it. So they take it, and then how they taking your masculinity at every fucking angle, so you won't produce. You don't have the desire to produce.
A tribute to seedless watermelon.
Exactly.
He was talking about that.
Yeah, we don't.
Man, this guy randomly in the bar was telling me that, man. He was an army dude. And he was like, my pops was in the army. He's like, man, he was asking me, you know anybody in the army? I'm like, yeah, my pops was in the army. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, man, feed him turmeric, like coconut juice when he...
Turmeric.
Yeah, turmeric, yeah. My bad how I pronounce
No,
it
it's
for all the
not-
people.
yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean, though. But yeah. But now he was just like giving me a rundown. He was like, yeah, when you in the army, they give you certain type of foods. He was like that, like takes the alkaline out your body too. He was just like preaching this shit to me. And this is my favorite water. Essentia, man, I drink that shit all the time.
It's all right. Mineral water.
It's way better.
Mineral water do the same.
Yeah.
shit that They doing because
It's just more. They just give a little more dollar for it, make you feel like. But yeah, I feel what
I've
you're
ever
saying.
seen it is at random, so
H-E-B.
the average person don't even have access to it.
I get it from Kroger.
the average person think it seems like they
Not looking for it either.
That's an HEB.
Yeah, I got it.
That's in
Kroger.
Kroger.
Walmart.
It's
they got-
now I don't never see it in Walmart, but
They got it online.
it's in Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And the thing about Whole Foods is this: even if you have a Lone Star card or EBT card, Whole Foods accept that.
Yeah.
And people don't think, oh, you know, why would I get it? Because you forget there's a lot of white people that got
EBT. More than black people.
And
More than any race.
JP Morgan knew what he was doing. Morgan knew what he was doing when he created welfare. He gonna get paid on all ends, whether you got it or you don't got it. But the thing is, they accept
the
whatever.
Lone Star card.
And them motherfuckers too busy buying box pizza and
they can
all
go.
that
And
bullshit.
that's the thing with education, man, and reading things. This is laws that have been put in place. It's all sorts of shit. If you ain't reading it and you think that everything coming across your goddamn smartphone, then you're not really that intelligent. So the thing is, people don't fucking read. You can't. It's real. I don't find a lot of value outside of entertainment in internet blogs and all that corny shit because you're not an investigative reporter. It's a part of the craft that you have to you can't skip it, man. And everybody want to just fucking think they gonna come up on, even when you doing this. It's a difference between doing this, man, and learning real fucking broadcasting, regardless of. Yeah. It's like me being on the chitlin circuit. Me being at a bar doing stand up is not me being at a fucking A-list comedy room.
Yeah.
We not even on this. You could be in a bar for 22 motherfucking years and be the king of bars and be fucking making $1 million in a bar, nigga. You still feel empty because you never reached this. It's comics out that are still got all of the glory and all that. The motherfuckers that still never done a special for a network and they want it.
Even though they'll never say they do.
Because no, they'll say it to their peers. They'll never say it in public. That's part of ego. But like DL told me one time, he said, man, you gotta realize, who do you want to be mentioned amongst, nigga, when they start talking about comics? You want to be mentioned amongst the C-list motherfuckers? You want to be listed amongst the B-list? You want to be listed amongst the A's? Or do you want to be listed among the A-pluses? Those who transcend another title. And like he said, nigga, regardless, nigga, I'm D.L. Hughley. It's not comedian D.L. Hughley. It's not funny man D.L. Hughley. Nigga, it's just D.L. Hughley.
Nigga that had a show.
Chappelle is Chappelle. Nigga, he went down the line of who you want to be mentioned with, nigga.
So who would you consider the comics that are A+?
As who I think is who somebody else think is who they think. It's people who are A+ that people don't even know, like Franklin or Jai. He's an A+.
I've seen that nigga on something
You know
before.
He,
That a Jai name. I just
Patrice O'Neal will be a comic that'll be talked about.
That's our boy.
Forever. Yeah, a lot of people don't even understand everything he was doing while he was alive, because it was not even looked at the time. But after he passed, you know, everybody gave him his flowers then.
That was y'all did that.
His perspective.
Yeah.
He was getting them before. That's what they gave him his flowers. That's why he had a special called Elephant in the Room. They did give him his flowers. Comedy Central gave him his flowers. Niggas didn't know about him before Comedy Central. Yeah. So before that, only people knew about him was East Coast and people from Boston. And
Bill Burr and Opie and Anthony.
But he rocking with Bill Burr. You know, cats like Bill Burr don't think about his stand up. They think about him as a person. You know, it's the crab boils that they gonna miss and things of that nature. Like when I think about Patrice O'Neal, I don't think about his stand up. I think about he calling me weak because I didn't come out and do a show with him in the goddamn ice storm with like 200 something wrecks. Niggas like, yeah,
like you ain't freezed it up.
This ain't nothing, son. And I regret not coming out. That was the last time we spoke. So that's the thing. How do you, the people who like Big Daddy Fix, a lot of people don't know him. Like my man Rashid, a lot of people don't know him, but these are comics that New York will never let him die, and that's big. That a city will never let you die. You know, but it's a culture. It's a culture there of not forgetting. Comics don't forget great comics from their city, and that's the thing that I don't worry about anymore, because I planted my seed so many places that a lot of comics from a lot of other places wouldn't let me die, and a lot of cities not gonna let me die. But I don't feel the same about Houston.
Really?
Man, I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit.
By no means.
Like I say, it could be because, like you say, my pops know you. That's some crazy shit. But I knew about you before I even knew you were from Houston. Like, just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
When I found out you was from Houston, I was like, not recently, but just even back then, I'm like, nigga, what? This nigga from Houston?
Just
like,
being a
damn.
fan of comedy, you know,
Yeah.
I had watched you on Joey Diaz podcast. You know,
So
that was
that's
a
recent.
while. You know,
That was like 2016.
yeah, and
Early
then
2000.
You did
and
comedy,
then you
didn't
on
you,
Ari Shafir's.
2015.
Yeah,
Didn't you do comedy back in the Gap?
99,
Oh, that's a
2000.
way
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's when I found out he
Yeah.
was from Houston. Like, I was like,
I
oh
didn't
shit. Like, you know, he
Yeah.
tripping out. Like, nigga,
That's
this
it.
Ali. Like,
I didn't know.
That's the thing that this is one of the things that I had to plant my seed other places, because this city does not recognize or pay homage to other arts outside of probably rap.
Yeah.
Like they screw them because he slowed records down and the contribution that he made to the rap game out this way. But Loretta Devine, she from here.
yeah. I knew
Really?
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cloud Huxtable,
really?
Felicia Rashad, and Debbie Allen.
Felicia Rashad
I knew that one.
and Debbie Allen.
Yeah.
And you have Joe Samples from here, great pianist. You know, you have all these jazz greats
Then,
just from
like,
just
one
from
of the
here.
Tories fuck around down here for a
Then-
long time, too, though.
Then you have, we talking about people that's from here that
Yeah.
really came out here. Rushion McDonald, who wrote so many shows, from Monique Brandy, all the Steve Harvey shows, Family Feud, he from here. Then you have Isaiah Washington that was on Grey's Anatomy, he's from here. You have B. Cox, Brian Michael Cox, that's from here. You have a lot of people that's from here. It's great comics like Bill Hicks, this white dude that's from here. That they like, they have his picture up all over in comedy clubs all over the place. And so, for me to be the only comic ever in the world to ever never leave his city and get a special, this would be my second Comedy Central special. I have an album on Comedy Central. I have 4 albums on Pandora. I was a season finale on Def Jam on HBO. I was on Showtime, BT 4 seasons, Centric All Star, Live from Gotham, Comedy Central's Comic to Watch in 2013. Highest rated storytelling on Ari Shafir's podcast. Listed as one of the top comics in the country. Got a deal with UTA. Getting ready to do my 9th album, Fuck the Facts. After that, Women's Ego, 2-3 other albums with other artists, collaborations with one with Bryson Brown, Smoke and Talk. Then one with D-Lay, These Birds Can Talk. Then another album with Chase the Russo's, Strangely Sophisticated. So I'm one of the it's like it's insane for me. Like, DL mentioned me in this book. I was on Bill Bellamy's Unsung. I was the host of Bill Bellamy's tour. I'm one of the coldest comics, man, to ever live. And I will still, it'd be like Ronnie Jordan from Atlanta and Malik S from Miami and DL, because he already wrote me down this script in this book. So it's a lot of people that are still, that I'm connected with. Bill Burr said I was one of the best he ever seen publicly. So many people that'll keep me alive, but my city won't be one of them.
Well, that's how it go.
You know, we've heard
No,
that
that's really
from
that's not how it goes.
we've
Nah,
heard
Fee,
that
I
from
know
a
what you're
lot
saying.
of
Because
lot of
Chicago
people
is
have
not like
said
that. New York is not like that. Boston's not like that. LA's not like that. Atlanta's not like that. Detroit's not like that. That's bullshit.
And that's the point for this platform. That's one of the things that's driving us as well. When we think about the music scene, let's just take rap for example. Everybody take the whole slowed up sound. Everybody in the past 3, 4, 5 years been talking about sipping drink or just things that are native to Houston. You see what I'm saying? Like, we really believe that Houston is a hub. Houston is a pioneer in regards to arts and entertainment, and we just don't get our just due. Now,
in the music game, we do. Everybody respect Houston in the music game. That's, if you travel around this country, man, live on the radio in New York, still to this day, 5 o'clock track mix. My mind playing tricks on it. Bun B is one of the most, man, from Scarface to Willie D. Even though Scars from New Jersey and Bushwickers from New York, they still considered Houston cats, man. Even H-Town is still, where Shazam, if he would have never died, he would have still been one of the hottest niggas. B Cox, man, in this music game, Houston is, I don't go nowhere, man, and motherfuckers don't talk about Houston rap.
It influences so many.
But think about how many rappers is in Houston.
It's a lot of rappers.
I mean, we got Face, we got the big names, Bun B, you got Pimp C, all of
you got Roll C. Then you had Kiki that was dominating for a while. You had Mike dominating for a while. You had people still talking about Flip. But see, I think that people gotta understand, it's out of all the rappers, some of the elite transcended past Louisiana and Tennessee. So that's the number one thing. Houston artists rappers actually don't give two shits about being known outside of Houston, because you can eat
just from Houston.
Right here.
Right.
So, and you can go down in history here.
Right.
They don't care about outside. You can see sometimes like Chameleon he still got one of the number one songs in Jamaica, man. Riding Dirty.
Most critically acclaimed.
And you still got, man, nobody, I think people who don't understand what it look like outside of this city, motherfuckers is still, we are synonymous with a lot of shit. All of it ain't good. Most of it ain't good. But everybody know Drake is Houston.
Oh, for sure.
Well, the older
everybody like that, like,
man,
no matter
these young kids actually think Drake come from.
Don't nobody think about what them niggas think about.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have that, and then you got motherfuckers who still the grill, nigga.
Yeah.
They don't give two shits about, nigga. The grill is H-Town for that. They don't give a fuck. It ain't nothing like having the goddamn TV Johnny, Paul Wall, any grill, nigga. Your grill ain't shit unless you got it from Houston.
Straight
nigga,
up.
Them niggas is dead ass serious about that.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
No matter what, nigga, where you get your grill from? Nigga, Louisiana. Nigga, you get that bullshit out of here.
Out the mall at the love.
And then people still don't understand. We still got P. His connection. Them niggas still say they grew up here because they did. You still got Swab House. The whole Swab House was and Tony Draper. All that came out of here. Everybody know what came out of here, and Jay is looked at on a whole different motherfucking platform on everything.
Especially since the Drake shit.
Man, I don't think people realize what the front of that Vibe cover did.
Oh, with all the Houston artists, yeah.
I remember when I saw the Vibe cover, I was in New York.
That was what, 04?
I was in New York,
Still alive, so.
and I was walking down the street, and I said, I know them niggas. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I said, that's big, nigga. That's big right there.
It's a lot of art out of the city. It's a lot of great people from the city. But I don't know what it is about.
I don't think the city won't.
The city don't love it.
The people in the city want other motherfuckers to know about their city, and they don't know.
Right.
I think
We-
they
we
want to be
pushing
the
to the
ones.
How in the fuck do
reason.
nigga? How in the fuck do you want somebody else to know about you, nigga? And you don't. They can ask. Nigga right now. Who the hottest? Hey, name us the nigga from Comedy Central out y'all city.
They probably won't say
Them
that.
motherfuckers wouldn't
They
know
would
who to name.
Yeah.
But the highest platform in comedy that you can go to, nigga, is a motherfucking Comedy Central special.
Yeah.
And you done got that.
And I'm on the second one, and these niggas don't know.
We thought that maybe people in Houston just don't have internet. They don't have cable. They don't pay their bills.
No,
Like,
because they
that's-
too busy supporting some nigga on internet that got 1 million followers that ain't even fucking from their city.
Yeah.
But we see that with us.
And then the quality is not even the same,
not
nigga.
even up to
It's
par.
not even in
Not even-
comparison.
not even in
Because I say this,
comparison,
all them niggas with 1 million followers, I say this shit consistently. Why don't people post they fucking stand up instead of them doing some talking shit or dancing type shit? Why you don't? Your followers don't believe in your stand up, nor do you believe in your stand up, nigga. That's why you don't post that shit.
You know,
Because they don't even consider themselves stand-up comics. Well, I don't even know what they call
nah,
themselves.
some of them do.
Does that?
And I'm not mad at them. It's just the fact that it's not a balance, and
Yeah.
things have changed. So I'm not mad at they hustle, because nigga, that's a hustle to get up and make them skits and do all that. I'm not mad at they followers. I don't give a shit. I don't know if you bought them or you got them. Either way, I'm not mad at people coming to see you because I don't give a shit. I'm not there to see what you doing because I'm running my own race.
Right.
But at the same time, is somebody trying to put you? Is somebody giving you a special with that?
Is a
Because-
special needed
because-
in
because-
this age?
Hell, motherfucking yeah.
If your goal is to become
What? Your goal is you can go ahead. Tell me what your
Successful.
goal. Successful what? You want to be successful for 2 years? You want
Yeah,
you want
not- it's
or you want
not
your kids
longevity.
or you want your
It's-
kids to eat.
it's not longevity, even
So is
with
that-
like the
so
little
is
rap
that-
shit.
So is that even considered success?
No,
Short
and
term.
it's a win either.
It's not even short term.
But when you have quality content, you win either way. Because I put it like this: prior to the Ali Siddiq interview, I had no clue who you were until I listened from the most recent special to 2010. I realized that the 2010 stand-up I'd heard on Pandora at one point or another, just because I like to listen to comedy. But based on the content that I heard, I will always be checking for Ali Siddiq. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know at first. It had
How
never
long you been living in Houston?
my entire life.
How old are you now?
28.
You was 8 years old when I've been doing. You was 8 when I started doing stand up. By the time you was 10, I was already big. So for 10 years, for say you 28, the time you 18, full grown person. I've been representing this city for 10 years at that point.
Didn't even
Already full fledged. At that time, I was probably on my 3rd world tour. I'd already shot the movie Live from Brazil. I'd already been in both Mike Jones videos. I'd already been in Chuck Up the Deuce with Pimp C. I'd already been in Juvenile's video. I'd already did Comic View 3 seasons.
That's why I said I know of the comment.
I hadn't had a job since 1999.
So who do you think? Well, what do you think?
I'd already did Kevin Hart's One Mic Stand. I'd already been on tour with DL. I'd already started tour. I flew here from London and hand delivered water to people's houses in my own truck for 9 hours after I got off the plane. I'd already had maybe 50 interviews on the box and 102. I'd already been doing things in the community. I'd already been at the Shape Center doing things in the community. I'd already been volunteering in the community. I'd already been speaking to kids in high schools and elementaries. I'd already been out here. I'd already been fucking doing what I'm fucking supposed to be doing. What is fucking Houston doing though?
Yeah.
Looking for
That's
every
another
other
thing.
nigga in every other city
Other
and not
than
their
Houston.
home.
Yeah, because Drake got more shine than you did. And you did way more for the
So
city.
what do you think is the blame to that? Is it Houston? My bad. I'm not.
You gotta.
I don't blame nothing but what people are interested in.
Okay, that's respect.
But people are interested in
And
entertainment.
and
Like,
no,
People-
we
but
blaming
people
the
go
media,
with the-
we blaming the media outlets.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a
But he
problem.
said he was on that, he said
no.
it
See,
was
that's
No.
the thing. It's
He was on that
people
shit.
people can't blame the media outlets.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't blame them because of this. I was on 610 radio as well. I was doing everybody blog. I was blanking the city. I was writing for every nigga. And then I decided, you know something? Fuck Houston.
Yeah, let me get away.
And everybody that's supposed to be in this city doing entertainment, fuck all them niggas. I ain't doing no interviews for nobody. And I'ma sit back and I'ma wait, nigga. Fucking push forth, nigga. Keep fucking blogging out Kevin. Keep blogging out Cat. Keep blogging out all these other niggas. Keep keep saying they motherfucking sayings. Keep fucking promoting them, nigga. And I fucking guarantee I won't mention niggas when I come up.
Straight up.
But niggas didn't believe you would come up. So now that I gotta deal with Comedy Central, I kill niggas with kindness. I shot my album here, Damaged Goods. I shot all my albums here. I go where I'm celebrated and not tolerated. So the last album that comes out after I do the ego shit is I Was Yours First. For all them niggas who gonna have something to say about, oh, he don't fuck with niggas X, Y, and Z. It's already written. It's already waiting. It's already edited. All I have to do is say it, and I'm waiting for niggas with that bullshit.
Slap a nigga in the face with that.
Cause I'm loaded up, cocked and gunned for all these niggas who say they've been knowing me since then, and they've been use a motherfucking lie, nigga. I'm stripping right from the Kobe line, nigga. You was not with me, nigga, when I was shooting in the gym, nigga.
yeah.
Cause you don't know me from just joking, nigga. Amateur night. When I was working at the mall, coming from the mall, nigga, to Just Joking. Cause I started in Just Joking Comedy Cafe in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So niggas be, oh, I went to school. Nigga, no.
It's like damn near 20 years of
Well,
putting
let me
in
ask
that
you
work
this,
though.
The
Niggas
people
don't
that wasn't
understand.
hip,
20 years.
the people that weren't hip to Just Joking missed the train.
Nah, because every year, this is the thing. I be waiting on people to make that statement. I said, nigga, I'm like the radio. The radio repeat every 15 minutes for people who didn't listen, wasn't listening at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
From 6 o'clock, they say the same shit from 6 o'clock, 6:15. 6, when they come from that break, nigga, they start exactly over with what they said at 6 o'clock, nigga, all the way to 6:45.
People that missed it. Yeah. Yeah.
Then they gonna repeat again. Nigga, ESPN do the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Sports
Center.
like a motherfucker.
All night.
So every year, nigga, I put something out to let niggas know I'm here.
Yeah.
Just when niggas say that, well, I ain't know you the guy. Nigga, where was you at when Mike Jones was hot, nigga? 'Cause I know that nigga was on fire and his #1 fucking video back then you didn't want me. I was in that motherfucker. I was the only speaking role in the motherfucker.
Damn.
Oh, what next year we get nigga flossing?
Yeah.
With that chunk up the deuce. The way we be leaning. Every GT video. Then 3-0 videos.
What about the niggas that didn't have cable TV? I'm not trying
No,
to think
that's
like-
it.
street flavor.
That's street flavor internet.
Yeah.
Channel 20, Saturday
That's
night.
street flavor internet.
Yeah, street flavor
I
was
covered all bases, my nigga.
Yeah. If it was a
And then was on network TV with the same niggas that you promoting. Kevin had a show called One Mic Stand. I was on the motherfucker.
I remember that shit.
So then The Citric All Stars right before the Soul Train was. They had a show. I was on the motherfucker. Bill Bellamy comes out with the Late Night Out special. I was on the motherfucker. So everything they came out with,
You was there, man.
I was there. So why the city kept missing me, but every other city kept like, yo, this motherfucker the truth.
That's what the fuck I'm
We
trying
been
to
trying
figure
to
out.
bridge. That's the shit
Ali,
we
we've
trying to
talked
bridge,
to
man.
several rappers.
That ain't the
Interviews,
same
sat
shit,
down with us on the
man.
mics, and they've said the exact same thing.
No, I can tell the rappers because I used to run a label. So and I used to work for a label. I can tell most rappers why they pushing a product that ain't being pushed right now.
Yeah.
And you still trying to get in with the machine.
Damn.
If this machine is pushing out white chocolate, nigga, you can't come in, nigga, make them start doing raspberry chocolate. You got to wait till they start doing raspberry chocolate.
They're doing white chocolate right now.
But it is, at the time, it's somebody that's doing raspberry chocolate, nigga, because you're making music.
Yeah.
But are you making music that I can mix to and keep my party going, nigga? Because the thing is, difference is, I'm trying to keep a party going, nigga.
Yeah, at the end of
But you trying to give me a screw record.
Shout out Dante Higgins.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't match the party.
Yeah.
And you want me to play it in this venue. When I'm telling you, come to this venue, I'll play it over there because that's what they listen to over there. I don't want to come. You want this venue. Nigga, you want something that you can't get. This ain't your audience.
That's a tough pill to swallow from somebody coming from Houston.
But as artists, you have to swallow that pill.
Yeah.
And that goes back to listening. Rob Stapleton, biggest thing ever happened to me in my career. Rob Stapleton called me. I'm sitting in the house, Rob Stapleton, 2008. Just didn't call and say, I picked up the phone. As soon as I answer, yo, what up? Get your ass out them chitlin circuit rooms, nigga. Because that is not for you. You're way bigger than that. You gonna have to take a pay cut, nigga. You gonna have to swallow some bullshit, but it's gonna make you better. Cut 2. DL, you need a host for the Improv. They paying $50 a night. And I recall what Rob said. I come here, really 2007, because we got the Def Jam thing in 2008. I come here, perform. D asked me that I wanted to go to the next city with him. I said, cool. I went out with him for 5 years.
Wow.
Def Jam came in the next year. He had 4 spots that he could pick. They're his personal spots on Def Jam. He gave me one of the spots. I got a season. I got a standing ovation. I was with him for that duration. Branched out, kept putting me in different circles, kept trying, kept testing me. I never said a word. I just did what he had. Then he turned around and said, "Man, it's time for you to go on your own. You're one of the best comics in the country, and you're gonna make it on your own. Trust that." And now he'll tell everybody. He said, "Man, I can't get that motherfucker to open up for me." He said, "I try. He always booked." He said, "But I'm more proud of him than anybody because I told him it was gonna be hard. I told him it was gonna be very agitating sometimes. He listened, and now he here. There ain't shit you can do to stop him. And he don't care about who support him, who don't support him, how many followers, what you think, who you think funny than him. You think somebody funny than him, obviously you ain't never seen him. Whoever you think your funniest comic is, you put that motherfucker on stage with them and watch he change your mind." He said, "Now I'm not scared of the motherfucker because to me he's the salad."
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'll put it like this, man. In
We
regards to the content, like I said, it's still a win if somebody catches on to you now, versus 1995. The difference is the amount of content that they were able to consume.
Yeah.
But moving forward, like what would, like, you've already reached the pinnacle of like what I think most comedians would consider or what make you successful, right? You've done multiple tours. You've I would say been mentored by or had relationships period with some of what people would consider the greats, what I would consider the greats. But what is the next step for you? Like, I mean, because here it's coming from like I literally and I'm ashamed to say it at this point, but I literally just learned about you a few weeks ago.
So your question is really coming from a place of arrogance.
No, it's not arrogance.
No, it's what I tell everybody when they ask me what's next, man. I say, you don't know what I've done thus far. I said, that's very arrogant for you to put a pressure on me to tell me what's next, and you don't ask me what's next when you didn't know what I did in '99. And people say, well, and it's very arrogant for somebody to say, what's a pinnacle for me? It's very arrogant for somebody to tell me, oh man, you super funny. To who? That's your opinion. And me, I'm still working in progress. Like, nigga, what date you got for me?
Yeah.
And I tell people that y'all haven't even seen me happy yet.
Let me ask
you.
Okay.
Who, like you said, you started to say, in my opinion, you have done everything that it kind of like, what? Nobody has an opinion about what success is to me. I don't give two shits about what somebody thinks success is.
Fair enough.
If I died right now, what I told people when I got out of prison or while I was in prison, what I was going to do, I said, man, I'm going to become a comedian. Nigga, I did that in 1999. When I quit both my jobs and said I'm going to full-time do this. That's a success in itself, to even quit somebody's establishment and say, yo, this is what I'm doing full-time for me, nigga. I'm that fucking cold. I quit 2 gigs and I got somebody to take care of. I got a child I got to take care of based on my motherfucking words.
Yeah.
So then you scoot up some years, I'm on all this TV shit, nigga say, man, you doing it. Nigga, nah, nigga, you think I'm doing it. That's not doing it, nigga. Being on Bill Bellamy's special wasn't fucking doing it to me. I'm on somebody else's special. Comedy Central half-hour special. Oh, nigga, you doing it. To who? Nigga, that's called the half hour. Nigga, they gave 15 of them away. You know?
Yeah.
Who people are very arrogant in what they think success is. And they judge it by, nigga, none of that shit is how I see it. Even when somebody says, man, you funny, nigga, to you, that shit means absolutely fucking zero in my world.
But what is it? So basically, the consumer has, or the fan, or the person who admires your craft, your work, doesn't have, basically has shit, nothing to say. Because I'm not basing it based on.
You say it based on what you like. Because I love Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
And I scoot up, said the next person that came out, like I remember DMX came out, man. I remember this motherfucking X came out. I got that first album, got that second album, and I was anticipating that fucking third album. And when I got the third album, I was anticipating fourth album, whenever that nigga decided to drop it. Just like a Prince album. And when I got Purple Rain, when I got Thriller, I'm waiting on, nigga, I'ma love this until this nigga give me something else.
Yeah.
But do I think that this is the end all be all of this nigga? Hell fucking no. I wouldn't dare ask that nigga what's his next song. I wouldn't dare ask that nigga what's his next album. I wouldn't dare go to a fucking Frankie Beverly and Maze concert and ask them niggas when they gonna put out another record. Nigga, I'm enjoying this record, nigga.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you niggas did before I got hip to you, nigga. But I went back and researched every goddamn thing I've ever heard of, nigga, and still finding shit. Nigga, Marvin Gaye got, nigga, that's one of my favorite artists, nigga. I'm still drumming up shit on this nigga.
Yeah, T stands for trouble. Yeah, that's, yeah.
You know, still learning what made this nigga tick.
It's really the plight of a fan. When when you're a fan of something, you automatically take on opinions about what this person should and shouldn't be doing because you care so much, because you've consumed
Bill
content.
Cosby got 8 motherfucking platinum albums, nigga, before social media and that shit even came out. How many have you heard?
Maybe
Bill Cosby himself. That's probably done.
But the nigga, for facts, but the facts, the nigga got 8 platinum albums.
Yeah.
So they exist because it's 8 of them.
Yeah.
And it's they platinum before social media was even out.
Yeah.
Before music was even out.
So he cultivated.
Niggas say they love Richard Pryor. Ask him, how many Richard Pryor albums, nigga, have you actually fucking listened to?
Yeah.
I ask any comic. Richard Pryor, your favorite comic, nigga, name the album you like.
Nah, Bicentennial nigga. That's probably the best one. I've listened to
compared to which one?
Compared to all.
What's the all?
Videos live on the Sunset Strip.
Oh, that you heard.
Yeah.
But still,
there's so much work. There's so much work. There's
like,
so many.
So is Blacksmith? Can niggas quote Blacksmith?
Good. Yeah.
They don't even know the albums.
Yeah.
I know Bicentennial niggas.
And we just talked about this because I went and saw Chris Rock live when he was in Houston last weekend for Mother's Day, and I told them I couldn't remember any of his set.
I get the frustration.
And that was an issue for me.
People can't remember a Richard Pryor album that's been out for 20 years. That's not the thing. Because I remember all Bigger and Blacker.
Yeah.
I remember how fucking dope it was.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. But see, one thing is, like, I remember this girl made this crazy ass statement. She's in LA and he was getting ready for his Oscar shit. He was getting ready. She's like, I saw Chris Rock there. I don't need to watch the Oscar now. It's gonna be garbage. And I said, what day is it? She said, it was Monday. I said, when that nigga recording the Oscars? Sunday? Oh, that bitch crazy.
Yeah.
I said, just like that. I said, that bitch is crazy. I said, that nigga is Monday, nigga. When that nigga get a hold of that shit on Sunday, watch how fucking stellar it be. That nigga was brilliant on the Oscars.
Yeah.
But what you saw on Monday, you were seeing this nigga getting ready to record.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but when it's time to record, that motherfucker gonna be bigger and blacker.
Yeah.
Trust and believe that shit.
Yeah.
The nigga may make crazy ass movies, but nigga his specials, shit, nah, that nigga go raw in them specials. I be sitting there like, this nigga's fucking genius.
Yeah.
This nigga's fucking genius. People still remember Delirious. People still remember Raw. That nigga was 21 years old.
Hmm.
Nigga Chappelle just gave niggas 2 specials, nigga, that they'd been sitting in the house.
Nah, we just saying
just
that.
talked
Like,
about
that shit
that.
probably
We just talked about it.
I watched the Richard Pryor special that he shot in 1973 that's still relevant to this day. I'm one of the niggas who know that that he got booed, not because he wasn't doing well, because he said he didn't feel it, even though the crowd thought he was doing good. He left, and they booed him for leaving. And the nigga came back the next motherfucking day and recorded what you know now is Live from Sunset Strip. Mm-hmm. Nigga got booed the day before for leaving because he said
It wasn't good enough.
I ain't feeling this, y'all. I'm out. So when niggas talk about what Richard is, they don't understand this nigga brilliance. They just go on the surface shit. So this nigga is so amazing that his first movie was about his life. That's how cold his stand-up was, because stand-up was about his life. JoJo Dancer. So people think on a... It's like when comics talk to me, I stopped talking to comics, man, because I had to learn it was more frustrating for me to talk to them than them to talk to me. Because it's like I'm a fucking genius, man, and I'm just walking around just normal people. And I think in a different space because of my experience. Like I'm really in a different space most of the time. 90% of the time I'm in a different space. The 10% that I'm not is because I'm around niggas who are way more elevated than me. Yeah. And I'm still in
awe of that.
I'm plugging into these niggas. I'm usually plugged in like 8, 9 niggas at the same time. And I'm talking about niggas who are, man, I'm nowhere near the smartest nigga in my crew. I'm like number 12 or some shit. And I'm talking about this niggas that come in that don't look like nothing, son. That come in and sit down and take you on a motherfucking ride of information and engineering and all. You don't even know this nigga played like 40 instruments. This nigga engineer shit just be like, nigga, why you talking? This nigga is cold. And then the thing about it is, he went to school for it. And the nigga still went past it. He said, nigga, I need to get that and my raw talent and merge that and then get some more shit and get some more shit. He said, nigga, I never stop learning because, nigga, we are infinite and we constantly learning and you a ball of constant kinetic energy and you constantly learning. So, nigga, you plug in and you keep learning from this earth. And this how these niggas talking. This nigga is like a regular nigga who rolling bud, eating some sardines out the can, telling you nigga lip. And then you sit down and you write with these niggas and you like, yo, this is the message, nigga, that we gotta put out. This is the message right here. These are the factual messages that you gotta put out. And so you start putting shit out in the planet for people and they think that you smart. You like, nah, I just recall all this energy, nigga, and I just know all this shit. I argue with somebody who is really, you went to school for that, then why you don't tell people that even though you saying that the body heals itself, why you keep giving all these people these hip replacements instead of telling them to stop drinking carbonated drinks because you're stripping the calcium out their body. And then start promoting sea moss to put all the minerals back in. Stop talking about vitamins when you talking about minerals when you made up of minerals. Then you start going through it. You start going through this shit, and people argue with you about things they don't even know, and you just saying general shit that you learned on Animal Planet. Nigga, a cow is not a vegetarian; he's a carnivore. How you say so with that? Because it's the animal that live in his stomach. Is it an animal or a parasite? No, if I would have said it was a parasite, I would have said a parasite. I would have said microorganism. I said an animal. I know what I said. It turns grass and he eats grass so he can go and turn that to amino acids so then the animals get bigger, go to another compartment of his stomach and he devours it, which makes him carnivore. Oh, that's brilliant. You know it's not, nigga, that's Animal Planet, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? I got a kid. I watch Animal Planet with my kid. Which is the thing was I'm trying to be a good parent. That's why I'm sitting there watching what my kid is watching and we discussing it. Nigga, this ain't, nigga, genius shit is what you can recall and remember. Why kids can't communicate? Because y'all stop making them perform in the house. Because of the family not there no more. Then in school they don't do show and tell. Hey, why is rappers hated? Hey, simple fact is that you niggas is so arrogant. You spend gold chains and all that, but you don't invest back in the community. The same community that you ate off of to get that gold chain. So at least take 100,000. Now at least take your mouth, nigga, and put a music studio, put a music institute in the neighborhood, and you make the program free, where they can go and you get money from the state to fund your neighborhood. Niggas, buy back your neighborhood in sections and stop going to the China man and giving him the money, where he takes the money and takes it to his neighborhood, send it to his country, and don't have to filter nothing in the neighborhood. But you so hungry, the China man, nigga, you so depleted in your mind that the Chinaman fried chicken and fish better than nigga your people. The very motherfucker who was always frying chicken and fish, nigga. Ain't nobody chicken and fish better than my goddamn mama and my grandmama, nigga. Not a Chinaman in the world. But people gotta stop being so arrogant in what they ask for from artists, man. Especially when artists is given everything they can give, and all that they given, you haven't tasted none of it. But you people who never given you anything, what you taste from them, you push that shit out to where they're in front of the good shit actually. They actually niggas is around here just eating all the bullshit that's in front of them when it's some real good shit right behind them. So you'll find that in music, because now a nigga in music can just say any motherfucking thing and the shit don't even have to make sense. But a nigga like Rakim, they not, nigga, you tell me that you like Wayne, nigga, but you don't like Rakim, and Wayne is saying Rakim lines, nigga. But how do I think that this society ever understand when a chick that's a stripper, she's naked and she has 1 million followers and 1 million views and all this, but you combine all of the motherfucking Malcolm X videos that's on YouTube together, he doesn't have 1 million views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the book that Steve Harvey book is a fucking bestseller and on the #1 market, they make a movie behind that, but they ban the book, The Spook That Sat by the Door, and the movie. So this movie will show a nigga how he can mobilize, because the #1 thing that's fucking wrong with us is, one, we wear our fucking feelings on our shoulder like women, and then that gives us the ability, that doesn't give us the ability to infiltrate. So when you can infiltrate, like I'm a Republican, niggas get mad. Why you Republican? Because nigga, how the fuck you gonna know what they think about, nigga? We all Democrats sitting in the same fucking room.
Yeah.
So yeah, nigga, I'm a Republican. That'll come tell you, hey nigga.
Yeah. You might want to
Look,
look.
Don't talk to me Republican, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm a Republican that's on your fucking side, nigga. I'm the spook that's set by the door.
Yeah.
So, but that's not respected. The dumb nigga that's out shooting with his motherfucking t-shirt long like this, that's respected instead of the nigga who can shoot you from here.
Yeah.
Nigga, get out of here. Your ass out here.
Yeah.
Shoot from here.
So
Yeah.
the nigga who say, hey man, let me show you how to shoot this rifle
Yeah.
at 200, 300 yards, nigga. So the enemy ain't never up on you. You want to be a shooter and shoot. You want to be a sniper. You want to be. I'm comfortable with making what I call, and I've always labeled this, secret money. I love secret money, man. Niggas got a problem. Nigga always got to show what they got. Cause that's emotional shit.
Yeah.
That's a part of emotion too.
Yeah.
So the killer thing is, 4 companies make hangers. Name them. Go.
Couldn't do it if I couldn't do it to save my mama's life.
I never read a hanger.
Couldn't do it.
I never even looked at the branding on it.
But somebody do make them and make a killing
But
off
when
of them.
you ever been in a goddamn department store, nigga, and your clothes went on the hanger?
Yeah.
When you ever came from a laundry, the cleaners, your clothes went on the hanger?
Yeah.
When your clothes not on hangers?
Never. Yeah.
So the motherfucker who making hangers is fucking filthy rich, nigga,
Yeah.
and you ain't gotta know.
Yeah.
Cause he ain't putting his name on his hangers.
Yeah.
Every hotel got hangers. It's only 4 companies that make the motherfuckers though.
Damn. That's fucking cold.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about you knowing them.
Yeah.
Walk right in this room, nigga, and don't give a shit
Blend
what
in.
they got on, and just
Yeah.
walk around and say, hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
And you like, and you up there ass nigga on Jordans, niggas
Yeah.
like, and niggas go outside. You go outside this nigga, man. Let me tell you, Bert Kreischer, man, taught me a very valuable lesson. I'm doing this podcast. That motherfucker come to my room, damn near no shirt on, rolling all his super good podcast shit
Yeah.
with no shoes on. He walked from outside with no shoes. So I'm walking out with Bert Christ. I'm gonna walk him to his car, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking in my mind, quite sure Bert Christ is in this nice little Toyota right here because he ain't got no fucking shoes on.
Yeah.
So we walking, and I'm walking. I look aside. Bert been stopped. He been stopped long time ago. I'm still walking to this goddamn Toyota because he don't have on shoes.
Yeah.
But it's the Benz that is right before the Maybach. It's a white one. It was sitting. I saw it when I came out the hotel, but I just discarded it because I know Bert
He ain't got that.
with no shoes on.
Yeah.
He's clearly not in his Benz.
Yeah. No.
Bert has, when I turn around, Bert has goddamn Benz trunk up. He's putting his podcast shit in. Yo, Lee, I'll see you next week. And he gets in his car and he drives off. And I'm saying to myself, them folks still ain't having no shoes on.
So
This
that
must
car with
be
no shoes.
this must be the richest goddamn homeless man.
Oh, fuck. Shout out Bert Chrysler, man.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
The perception is that you see somebody with no, that's the fucking freedom of this goddamn man. With one toenail painted on each foot, rolling in. I got 4 kids. I got a wife, nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with my fucking manhood, nigga. And I got a big ass Benz outside with no shoes on, no shirt. I'm coming to do a podcast in your room. And he walks in. He's so fucking confident. He walks in my room and said, as he come out the bathroom, he say, "Yo, Ali, you raised by a single mother?" And the first thing somebody get all uptight about that, I said, "Yeah, why you say that?" He said, "Your fucking room is immaculate. You know, only all black men who was raised by single mothers, their fucking rooms are. You and Darnell Rollins, their rooms are fucking like, if you came in my room right now, it's like I was fucking squatting in there." So
Yeah.
this is his thing. This motherfucker here told me, he wasn't even talking to me, he just talking in general. He's like, "So yeah, when I was in college, we did this thing, blackface." So the whole audience like, ooh, they looking at me because I'm the only black person on stage. I said, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me because I'm brown, first of all. And I'm like, shit ain't got shit to do with me. And I said, he said like, yeah, when blackface was legal. I said, when in the 1300s, this shit wasn't ever legal.
Yeah.
He said, like, not for y'all, but for us.
Oh.
And I said, first of all, y'all can stop looking at me like,
I'm offended.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
Because if white people decided they wanted to put shoe polish on their motherfucking face and break their skin out, that's why y'all got their skin bad.
Yeah.
'Cause y'all put that bullshit on y'all face. I said, do y'all know how fucking crazy y'all look
Yeah.
with fucking blackface? We didn't even know nobody who looked like that. So he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with these white people?"
Yeah.
So then I end up winning the whole shit. And you'll hear what I said to the thing. I said, "Hey, Bert, you know how I won?" "Yeah, how?" I said, "I did it in blackface." So none of that shit bothers me like that, like people think.
Yeah.
Even if you say, "Nigga," like this white person said one time, "Man, you know how black people can't talk." All black people lit up. What the fuck? Wait, hey, calm down. Hey, hold up.
Yeah.
I said, man, you right. You're 100% right. Black people can't talk. And the reason why is because this ain't our language that we speaking. And if you wouldn't have came over here with your bad grandma having ass, mammy, pappy, fried chicken ass, we talk about how we heard, and we heard your ass talking. So that's why we speak like this. This is you blaming the wrong person. This is your doing.
This is your problem.
Yeah, I say, cause I've talked to y'all before, and y'all some country back to, yo man, I never said mammy or pappy in Africa or wherever country y'all crazy.
Yeah.
African people speak on the Queen's English first of all, motherfucker.
They iced the fuck out that hoe.
Yeah.
80s coaches. That hoe just went straight in.
Alright.
Nigga just burned that.
Jesus Christ, man.
He talking about, how about?
This
We didn't
is
get no
POV
pictures with the
podcast, man. 3 hours.
I've never been at a loss for words before.
3 hours and 20 minutes.
I'm
How have I?
I don't got nothing to say.
I don't need
Blue Star?
I'm glad my memory card was getting full, buddy.
That nigga just walked out so player though. This motherfucker won't make
Y'all about to
it.
pack up?
Yeah, we
Yo,
done.
get out of here.
Yeah.
He just walked out so player, then just walked back in. Hey, live at the Improv, man. Goddamn, appreciate Ali Siddiq, appreciate Bryson,
Ali
appreciate
Siddiq.
Houston Improv for
Appreciate
having
Bryson,
us, man.
appreciate Houston.
Goddamn.
Houston.
Y'all guys say big shout out to Joe.
Joe!
Shout out Joe.
What's going down,
Appreciate the love, man.
Comedy junk.
Thank you for allowing us to do our podcast here, man.
Appreciate
we really
it,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah.
Always hit us up, Instagram, Twitter.